Meet Jaleel Beck, owner of the internet's leading online shop for arcade games parts, FocusAttack.com. In this 60-day blueprint program case study video, you'll learn how exactly Jaleel started his business and find out the fundamental principles behind an online shop now making $420,000 in annual sales.
The concept for Focus Attack started back late in the summer of 2009. I was a web designer for a Tribune newspaper affiliate, and like most people in the downturn economy, looked for additional ways to earn money. And the first challenge was to propose a business idea, one that had potential to fill a niche of supportive customers. I met Andrew Minalto as part of the 60-Day Blueprint program after learning of him through the Easy Auction Business Series DVD. When the 60DBP program started, we got to solving my first issue right away. If I was to create a business while already learning a living, I wanted one that I could potentially enjoy or had continuing interest in. Among several concepts, video games, fighting games specifically, was a long-time favorite, so I began research into what was happening in the market. Now, fighting games, an extremely recognized genre in the 1990s, hadn't seen much action just before Street Fighter IV, a 3D-based fighting game title developed by Capcom. Thanks to fantastic reviews by mainstream video game publications and a very excited community pouring many hours into the new title, there was a growing potential for fighting games to make a resurgence as a popular video game genre. With Andrew's help, I established an initial business proposal, a store dedicated to providing fighting game merchandise such as toys, art books, comics, posters, and statues. And over the next several weeks, we worked out the steps needed to get started. Create a suitable name for the business, get a business license and a tax ID, finding related suppliers, and initially build an eBay store. Now, Andrew was helpful in explaining the tasks needed to get done and was nice enough to occasionally provide some examples from his own stores. When all was done, I had a great name, attractive eBay storefront, and a sizable inventory of products. Now, this seemed like a great idea at the time. In hindsight, more thorough research on my part would have helped me understand that game-related merchandise was only a small part of what the fighting game community market needed. Sales at the original Focus Attack began on eBay, but didn't pick up until I started offering Mad Catz Tournament Edition joysticks to players worldwide. Now, these large arcade-style joysticks featured authentic parts from Japanese company Sanwa Denshi, and highly recommended by the best players. Upon that revelation, I gradually ventured into the fighting game community itself to better understand what kind of people besides myself played fighting games. With this knowledge, joysticks and arcade parts became my focus at that store, and I also looked at other arcade shops that are part of the fighting game community. Since they had more products and variety, I decided that from the start, I would become as attentive to players' needs as possible. We make customer service a top priority. We try to answer questions within 24 hours or less, ship within 1 to 2 business days, often the same day, and built a growing social presence through emails, newsletters, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And I designed the website layout myself using bright colors and graphics that stood out from most competitors' dark and plain websites. We offer many contests, are responsive to customer requests for products, and sponsor fight game tournaments across the globe. These actions in part have increasingly led to a more successful business. In just 2 years, we grew revenue to $228,000 in 2011 and poised to meet half this amount in just 3 months of 2012. Sales now average $35,000 a month, while we receive about 10,000 visitors a month and receive a reasonably strong conversion of 3.25%. So we're really now able to negotiate large purchases direct with manufacturers and are growing our reach against competitors that grow comfortable in their niche. I still have to do my day job as a developer, for newspaper.com, but now manage a sizable monthly paycheck from the business along with a dedicated fulfillment operator and accountant. My biggest takeaway from Andrew's 60 DBP program was the structure to get started and advice on how I could grow from the nimble eBay business I began with. From there, a lot of hard work and dedication, part of any reasonably successful business, took it further. And I plan to continue FocusAttack.com into the second golden age of fighting games and provide means to weather it through its highs and lows, just as the community does.
Impressed? So I thought. Don't let your dreams fade away. With the help of the 60-day Blueprint program, you could become the very next success story. Previous program members are making more than £1 million a year in combined profit. Who's next?